Lilith, the story of Adam's first wife and what happened to them before Eve. According to Jewish secrets, Eve was not the first woman of creation but the second. Lilith had the lead. Number one, who was Lilith? Lilith is considered by a mythical Mesopotamian demon associated with the wind and is believed to harm children. In Hebrew texts such as the Talmud and the Midrash, Lilith appears as a night demon, while many occult texts in the Catholic Church state that Lilith was the first woman and was made like Adam from clay, so she was equal to him. Lilith is a symbol of the primordial female face, of deep sexuality and unbridled passion, which later evolved into a demon or a vampire. She's the model of the female demons who visit men in their sleep, the succubi, or more generally the mother of incubi or male sex demons and succubi. Astrologically, was identified with the dark side of the moon, the black moon, and the darkness. Her name probably comes from the Sumerian Lilaki and means, in free translation, the divine woman. It first appears in ancient Sumerian mystical writings and amulets as Lilak, which is the occult name of the goddess Belili. And we meet her again under the name Balat, which is a paraphrase of Belili among the Canaanites. Number two, how was she created? In the first chapter of Genesis, specifically in verse 29, one can read, "And God created man in his own image. In the image of God created he him. Male and female created he them." Here it's clear that man is created by God as an androgynous. A tradition has it that this hermaphroditic being had two sexes and two faces, or like two Siamese bisexual beings joined back to back, that at some point Adam felt lonely in paradise, which God placed him in, seeing all the animals around him mating with each other. So God divided him in two and gave him his female part, Adama, as a woman. This detached feminine, identical to the male Adam from his original hermaphroditic nature, is the mythological Lilith. However, the author Avidic Isakian claims that God created Lilith from fire and Adam from earth, and that Lilith did not like Adam because he smelled of dirt and therefore left him with Satan. Even though Eve came later, as he points out, when Adam's lips said Eve, his soul always echoed Lilith's name. Other texts finally claim that Lilith was formed from the same substance as Adam, but shortly before him. Number three, but how did Eve appear? According to the occult myth, Lilith's sexual desire exceeded Adam's endurance, and as Jorge Luis Borges characteristically states in his book, The Book of Imaginary Beings, Lilith did not like the missionary attitude because she considered it very passive. Now, legend has it that she even mated with angels, so God punished her by transforming her into a snake. This is, of course, the sly serpent that deceives her replacement, Eve, so that she can try the last of the forbidden fruit. And according to another Jewish myth, however, Lilith refused to submit to Adam and be below because sexually below, she considered herself equal to him, since they were both considered created from the earth. And as their quarrel erupted, Lilith uttered the unspoken name of God and flew away into the air, leaving Adam and paradise to the Red Sea desert. After her escape, Adam, feeling lonely, prayed to God and God gave him the more submissive wife, Eve. 4. Before Eve came, another attempt was made. After Lilith's first escape, God, unable to bear to see Adam sad, sent 3 angels to find her and bring her back, Sanvi, Sansavi, and Samagelaf. The 3 angels met Lilith, who had now finally embraced her role as Lord of Darkness, transformed into a demon, somewhere in the Red Sea. The angels told her that God and Adam forgave her and wanted her back, but she replied with curses. The angels threatened that if she disobeyed them, they would slaughter all her children whom she had acquired with Satan. But Lilith's answer was again negative, adding curses to the children of all of Adam's descendants, so the angels kept their threat by doing away with her children and returned to the Garden of Eden. From that moment on, Lilith acquired the title of pedophile who attacks newborns, pregnant women, and with male fetuses and young boys for revenge. So that's according to the various ancient texts. This I've translated for you from a Greek article. Please leave your comments and thank you for your support. Finally, support my Patreon account. The daily posts are 5 videos daily, and they are totally different from what I have on my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for your support and that you find all my content so interesting. You'll find the Patreon account details in the description box below.